Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Woo! Monday night. We are live. We are alive. We are ready to rock and roll, guys. Welcome to the Ruell Report. My name is Luke, not Ruell, but I'm joined by our trusty host, Mr. Ruell Black.
What
Tonight,
up?
we are going to be hitting some technical analysis on the main cryptos. The market is hot. It's staying hot. It's staying up. So we're going to hit some TA on the main coins, and then we're going to be switching it up on you guys and getting into the NFT space a little bit. So some nice advantage that we have here at Benzinga is we can measure traffic analytics. We get about 15 million readers a month on our website. We can see what's hot and what people care about. Technical analysis on the main cryptos, that is definitely front and center. So we're going to start there in the first half of the show. Second half of this upcoming hour, we are going to be pivoting over to alternative NFTs. We've been getting a ton of NFT demand, so that's why we're going to be shifting over to those. I'm trying to show you guys some NFTs you may not be aware of, and there may be some opportunity in. So without further ado, Ruell, I am going to turn it over to you. I guess something that we haven't done in a while might be useful is give like the 20-second overview of your experience trading cryptos, trading stocks, etc. And then let's just dive straight into the charts. And yeah, let's get after it. And why did it take so long? It took so long because I got locked out of the account, the streaming account.
See, you're so modest, Luke. You got to be like, you can't rush greatness or something like that.
Yeah,
You can't
that's the truth.
You just can't straight say like the truth.
But I am double fisting some bubblies for a show tonight. Okay?
You can't rush greatness.
Yeah.
See, so modest. This is why I co-host with this guy. Mm-hmm. All right, so well, my whole experience in crypto and stocks have been crypto for sure has the most gains in my opinion. But there's a lot more to sift out because you could just sit yourself in an ETF and call it a day. You know what I mean?
Which is totally fine. I
right.
actually do that for part of my portfolio. We can talk about if anybody wants to talk about an ETF strategy to balance ETFs, more long-term holdings and active trading. We can do that too. And shout out to Antonio saying smash the like, people. Let's go.
Antonio, thanks for coming back. Antonio was looking for the details for the channel. We'll give that to you, Antonio. Antonio, did I go to high school with you? But anyways, by the way, so ETFs, if you guys aren't familiar, are just really a basket of stocks. Essentially, you can make your own ETF, but you have these hedge funds that do it for you. So that's my experience. The crypto has a lot of gains, but my whole strategy for crypto and for stocks is to basically trade the hot sector. And basically I stay up to date so I know when a sector gets shifted in or out of. It just so happens that the entire crypto market is hot, but while Bitcoin was cold, the whole ETF play to earn sector was hot, and it's still pretty hot, but it's cooled down now that Bitcoin's live again.
Yep. And let's give a shout out to this comment, Alex in the chat. We got 2 people now in the chat, Ruell, who said that you made them some money on Solana. Yes, look at it. Look at our heat map. But let's start there. Here's the rundown we're going to go through. We're going to do some technical analysis on Solana, but then we're going to hit Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ruell doesn't want to do it, but we're also going to hit Dogecoin. Sorry, Ruell, I didn't tell you that ahead of time. But Ruell was early on Solana months and months ago. I didn't take his advice. At least we've got at least 3 people now actually in the chat who said that you made them some money on Solana. So Ruell, why don't you take over the screen share, pull up the chart, and let's get a look at where this thing is headed next. And I'm going to drop
guys. This is why honestly I do the show.
This is why y'all should smash the like.
For people to get to financial freedom. You know what I'm saying? 100% gains. That's what I want to see. So let me share here.
Yeah, and I see Red Rum in the chat is saying that he missed the Solana call that Ruell made. But he made that call like 18 times in a row, like week after week after week. so I mean, it's a tough one to miss. But all right, Ruel, let's
Okay, so let's go take a look at Solana here.
yeah.
Let's see.
Let's
So
pull up the chart, and because this is an interactive show, guys, I'm gonna make the ask. If you guys are in this one, you're long and strong. Ticker SOL Solana. Give me the 1 in the chat. If you're not, give me the 2. This is interactive, okay? We
and
do this to have fun and to get ideas from each other.
as you guys can see,
We
it
make no money
basically
from this. We actually probably lose money from doing these shows. I'm not gonna lie.
Luke for sure loses
I
money.
for sure
I
lose
don't.
money doing this show.
I don't make any money doing the show, but I do get you guys to come over to my growing YouTube channel, which is
And his Patreon.
and my Patreon. I have a very small amount of patrons, but I do give out a weekly stock list and a weekly crypto list for people to peruse. So there's that. And since I like to provide value, I always give my patrons like some bonus posts. So there's that too. And I'm sure Luke has the links for that. But yeah,
Yep,
the
I'll get the
YouTube
links in
channel's
there and stuff.
growing. We're
Take me
almost
a
at
minute.
about 500 members now, on the way to being monetized. So, yep. But here we go. Solana. It's literally tripled since July 19th, which is probably around the time that Bitcoin started popping off. Exactly around the time that Bitcoin started popping off. So if we go to our Bitcoin chart, it's like right here, right where we put the line at 30K. That's exactly when Solana started popping off. So let's go
And
back.
I see somebody's asking for the links. I'm getting them. Okay. Sorry, I'm slow.
So yep, Solana's tripled in that time, and I'm sure a lot of its ecosystem has tripled too. We've talked a lot about the ecosystem of Solana too, like Raydium. I'm really high on Raydium because you can go and you can stake it really easily. And by staking, you also are able to go participate in IDOs, which are like initial coin offerings. So let's look at Ray. It's also tripled since the 19th. So, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm glad Luke brought it up in the beginning. You're not going to see these type of gains in stock really. They're few and far between unless you're doing like options or something like that, which are way more risky. But literally, here we go. Since the 19th of June, which is about a month away, about a month ago, you got 200% gains there. So it's like that's why I'm really attracted to crypto, and that the whole uses of blockchain have only scratched the surface of the uses of blockchain right now. Hence, we'll be talking about one of those uses once we're done
And
here.
shout out to Topher in the chat,
Go ahead.
who's been long Solana for a long time. Said he trimmed some today, but he's talking about Ray. Scroll way back in the chat, or sorry, in the chart. Like zoom way
Yes,
that out.
that is totally fine. Like you definitely should trim some or not financial advice, but I would definitely trim some after today because you can see once it hits a top, it
Well,
just comes down.
and can you put on like daily candles on Ray right here? Wait, let's check on Ray for 1 second. Let's go back to
Okay, sure,
Solana.
sure.
And could you
Daily.
turn off the alerts on your trading view so we can just have a big chart?
Sure.
We all just got your IP address.
How do we turn these off?
Click on the little alarm clock on the right. Go right, go right. Keep going right.
Okay.
Oh, it's gone. All
Okay.
right. So here's the way zoomed out chart. Look at that. Woo!
So, and this is FX.
And this is daily candles.
Yeah, these are daily candles.
Okay.
I could have sworn Radium's been around longer than this. Let me see if there's a different Radium chart I can get. Maybe Binance. Nope, that's the longest one. The FX. I should know. Okay, so we talked Radium, we talked Solana, we talked that whole ecosystem.
All right, so Radium. If you're long it, are you long it now, Ruel?
I am.
Get tactical. Are you letting it all ride? Are you trimming some? What are you doing?
I'm gonna trim some.
Okay, so Radium. I'm gonna take notes, guys, so we can recap. The call by our technical expert here, Ruel, is Radium. Let's trim some. Okay, and then can you go back
And
to SOL for a second?
sure.
So I want to know what's the move on SOL. We know that Topher in the chat, who's been long for quite a while. He said he trimmed some today. Look at that, all-time highs. These are daily candles, guys. Looks like the
Yep.
chart starts in October maybe of 2020. So Solano, you've been long and strong Solano for a long time.
Oh
Are
yeah.
you letting it all ride, or are you trimming on this one too?
I'm trimming. When you get this high, gotta trim a little
So when you
bit.
say you're trimming, right? Nobody went broke taking profits. I'm like the biggest. I'm a stock trader, guys. I'm the biggest advocate of taking profits. Like how much are you trimming? Are you taking half the position off, a quarter off? What are you doing?
Probably just like 20%.
And that'll basically bring your cost basis to zero at that point, I would imagine.
Yep.
Or damn close. Nice, Ruel. There you go. So everybody needs to hit that Patreon link, right?
For show, for show.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I've been interrupting you. Keep going.
No, it's
So
fine.
Radium we like to trim. Solana we like to trim. I'm the slow down guy.
And then
And
Cardano is the one we'll look at next.
all right, let's look at ADA. I'm not letting you get away without Dogecoin though. Okay, I'm sorry.
You guys know I love some Cardano, right?
Yep.
Just like all the other coins. Since the 20th, 19th of July, this guy's doubled. And since what I've been telling you guys the whole time, smart contracts are coming up here towards the end of the month. So I expect Cardano to go higher, but I definitely did take a little bit of profit today.
And so Cardano, you've been long for quite a while now.
Oh hell yeah! You know, but I've been
What
long. I've been
did
long
were
Cardano since like 30 cents.
and you rode that whole wave up and back down.
Yes.
So today, this is a good question in the chat from Red Rum. He's saying, is this time to sell the news with sort of into the smart contract launch, right? The adage is
Uh,
buy the news, sell the rumor. That's what we say in the stock market world. It holds for
personally,
cryptos. And basically what that means is when it's rumored that something is going to happen, the stock will buy up on that. And then when the news actually comes out, the stock will sell off because it was already run up on the rumor.
personally,
So
I would
where are
just
you at with that on Cardano?
on Cardano, I would just trim some. I would not sell out because I really think that Charles is holding some things in his back pocket for when this thing launches. I think a lot of things are going to shift, or not a lot of things. I shouldn't say a lot of things. I think some key things are going to shift over to Cardano that he hasn't told people about yet.
Okay. And David in the chat, he's making he's asking a good question. Right, you're talking about it from the perspective of somebody who's been long a lot of these cryptos for quite a while, and so now we've gone through Ray, Sol, and now Ada. In all three, you're taking some money off the table because you're way up on them.
Yeah.
David, it looks like he's not in these coins yet, or not in the market yet. Do you have anything that's on your radar as, hey, this would be the one to enter if I were just getting in now, or do you think that
Okay.
it's toppy?
Two coins that I would get in if I was just entering now are Telcoin and Vera. You know that I've been high on these.
Okay, so the first one, David, that's ticker. What are you looking? We're looking at Vera first.
VRA.
That's
Vera.
VRA. Yep.
Now check this company out. They basically have their own Twitch. Okay, and their Twitch uses a technology that they have patented. No one else has this technology. No other blockchain has been patented like this. They have a technology called proof of view, which basically ends the world of bots. So if I'm a guy and I want to advertise on their Twitch, they can assure me that they're getting 100% real views. Because normally when someone goes onto YouTube and they pay for an ad, they pay less money because they know they're going to have like 50% bot views. With Veracity's technology, they they can tell, they can prove 100% you have real views. Now with their Twitch, they're partnered with Tencent. Tencent is a publicly traded company. This is 10 cents on the OTC, I think, but they're publicly traded, and they're the worldwide leaders in video game profits. And through that 10 cent deal, they're partnered with Riot Games, the makers of Valorant, and they run Valorant tournaments on their Twitch. They also run a game called PUBG Mobile, which my little son plays. They run PUBG Mobile tournaments on their Twitch. This is also a 10 cent game, so they're getting heavy into dealing with 10 cent. And they're also partnered with Huya, another. I hope I'm saying that right. Is that right, Luke? Huya?
I don't know. HUYA. That's how I say it, but it's a
Okay.
Chinese company. I don't know if that's the right way to say it.
So
Close
they're
enough.
partnered with Huya too, and Huya's like,
And sorry, is Veracity on Voyager? Question out of the chat.
it is not on Voyager. It is on KuCoin though. It's on KuCoin and Gate.io.
Okay. All right. Well, can we talk about Telcoin for a minute? So we're going through the buy
Sure.
list,
This
right?
is the last thing. They're also partnered with Huya, and Huya is like even bigger than Twitch over in Asia. And guess who owns 50% of Huya? 10 cent. So they're getting real heavy in with 10 cent.
Yeah.
So I'm really big on these guys. Telcoin, I'm big on these guys because basically they're making the groundworks to make themselves a crypto bank in the U.S.
All right. And can you buy this one on Voyager?
You cannot. You can buy this again. You can buy this on KuCoin. I don't think you can buy it on Gate.io, but you can buy it on KuCoin. And another thing about Vera, you can stake it. You can stake it for 25.5% interest.
Oh my god. All right. Anything on Voyager that you like?
On Voyager. Oh, Cardano.
All right, Cardano.
Cardano's on Voyager. I like Cardano.
All right. So you are trimming some Cardano. But
Yes.
but if David were to enter one, an F alarm in the chat is hilarious.
Honestly, to be honest, I would get a couple shares of Cardano, not a lot, but
if
Cardano,
anybody else has favorite cryptos, drop them in the chat to help
I
David out.
really think that
Looks like he's looking for some buys.
Cardano's headed to like the $40 mark at some point. Like, it
Okay,
may not be
so
this
you're
year.
trimming it on a swing trade. You're trimming it to lower your cost basis. You're just playing with house money at this point. But if somebody's looking for a long-term investment, Cardano, ticker ADA, Alpha Delta Alpha, that is your pick.
Yes, I'm really high on them. Charles has made a lot of inroads there in Africa. Yeah, and they just do things right. I really think, yeah, Cardano's has a bright future.
Yep, and some ones. So the chat is coming through, Zinger Nation, helping Mr. David out.
And
Some of the
one
favorite
that I saw
cryptos. Wait, let me just read through this list really quick, Ruel, before it moves off my screen. But some of the cryptos that other people in the chat like for David on Voyager, you got Polkadot, that's DOT. You have VeChain, VET, AAVE. I don't know that one. Another Polkadot, Monero, XLM, VET, Solana, and Polkadot again.
Let's go VeChain. Polkadot is a good thing, but I'm all about quantity, because if you can get more quantity, your buck's going to go a little bit farther. Polkadot's at like $24 a coin, but whereas VeChain, they're at like 11 cents, 12 cents. Definitely get VeChain. VeChain's a supply chain crypto, and they have huge partners in China. Walmart, Tyson Brands, Salesforce. VeChain is definitely something. And now that they kind of booted out Bitcoin, VeChain's kind of the lion of the jungle over there now, so to speak. So definitely some VeChain. So my three would be, or four: VeChain, Telcoin, Vera, and ADA.
Boom. All right, let's hit BTC for a second. Let's do a little bit of technical analysis on BTC. And guys, smash the like, share the stream. Again, we don't make any money from this. We just have fun doing it with everybody in the chat hanging out with us. So if you're just joining, we've done Ray, Sol, ADA, Veracity, Telcoin, and VeChain. And now for the Mac Daddy, Bitcoin. Let's see it in Ruell. I'm not letting you finish the technical analysis segment and move on to NFTs until we do Doge. Sorry. I know you don't want to. All right, let's look at. I know.
You're just doging me up right here. You're really doging me.
All right, so where are you at on Bitcoin? We're going sideways
Bitcoin,
for a couple days.
If we go kind of down to like the 2 hour mark, I'm thinking the next area is like 48, because it keeps hitting that point and just like stalling out. So that's what I'm thinking the next area for it to cross is. So it keeps hitting 38, stalling out, or 48, stalling out. Keeps hitting it, stalling out. So I'm saying 48 is the next big resistance to clear, and then after that, of course, 50.
All right. So the good news is it looks like we found some support.
Yep.
So
right
so
here,
downside risk is limited as long as that support holds.
Right.
Off of that support, we have a clear high. And these are 2-hour candles that we're looking at, guys. Where it looks like 48 has been the tough number to get through. We did cross 48 over the weekend, correct? For a hot second.
Yes, barely. Yep.
When I loaded a quote and saw it above 48, like I must have been in that little time window, and I'm like, oh my god, we hit 48, we're going 50. We didn't. So we need to get above 48 again. We need to hold 48. If we get through 48, where do we have room to run to? I know when we looked at the chart last week, it looked like we was like 60K was almost the next level.
Let's go out a daily again.
All right, so these are daily candles, guys, that we're looking at. Each bar on there is 1 day.
Ooh, okay. I'll say, okay, 50. 50 is the next one, but after 50, it's like 56, like right here, 56.
And explain to us why you see 56 as the next level of resistance on the chart.
Because you got kind of like two little humps there. Like it really only crescent there just a little bit. Okay. So I'm thinking just 56 is like the mark. Okay. So we look over here, like going back to like 2020, like it only eclipsed 56 for just a little bit here. So I'm gonna say, yep, 56 is the mark. Like 56, was that 56.8? Yep.
And we see Red Rum in the chat. Is he saying that the BTC chart is bearish? And we have 44 or 42K coming. It looks like somebody else is bullish and sees us getting back up to that 48 level. So hey, I want to ask the chat. Hold on, before you get to that, I want to throw this out to the chat. Let's make this interactive, guys. This time next week, 7 days from now, we're back on the Ruell report. That's why you should subscribe to the channel. but let's say we're back on the Ruell report 7 days from now. What price do you see Bitcoin at? I want to see where everybody comes in. There's no sitting on the sidelines. If you're watching this, just put in a guess. Even if you have no freaking idea, just put something in there. Okay, I can see from Ruell's toolbar at the bottom of the screen that it's 96 degrees out. That's hot.
Oh yeah, we're in sunny
Totally
Mesa,
unrelated. I
Arizona,
just saw
baby.
that. Dude, what the hell? I mean, it's hot in Detroit right now, and it's 72.
No, mate, we're in a desert, son. It's
All right, so let's see these guesses
hot out
come in.
here.
But all right, wait, you were about to do something, Ruel, and I cut you off. You're looking at like overbought, oversold.
Okay.
It looked like, and I just want to
So
get the guesses coming in, and then we'll
so
go through and run down the guesses.
I've gotten really, really hot and heavy in love with the Wyckoff
Okay.
chart and the Wyckoff principles lately. And if you look at Wyckoff, you could say that it is bearish. I like to do like two different like when I play with this, I do two different like intervals. I do like 20 and the
Well,
10.
explain to us what the hell this is first.
Wyckoff's basically Wyckoff is this stat like this guy in like the 1800s or early 1900s that figured out,
Okay.
hey,
Some
there's
old dude.
right, hey, there's a pattern to how hedge funds manipulate us. He figured out this pattern, and I mean, if we want to go into it right quick, I think it's a really good thing. Like when I saw this, it was like I swear to God, I felt like I got a cheat code. Um, and this is the basic pattern right here. Um, and if you zoom out of the Bitcoin map or the daily, it looks just like this. And if we were to go a little bit further on the Wyckoff, um, so this would be like the bottom right hand side. So once you go through this little humperdink right here, you have a point where there's like an accumulation, and then it springs, and it springs up higher. And that was this little chart that we saw here. You see that where it says spring?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go in there. So we've already gone through the little humperdink part. Now we're kind of getting to the part where it's going to spring and go higher. And yep, and here's the humperdink part that I'm talking about. So if we come out here and we look at the chart, and you guys can do a little research on this on your
We
own if
lost
you
the
want.
chart. It looks like.
It's the Wyckoff theory. But if we come out here and look at the daily chart, doesn't that look exactly like what I just showed you right there?
Yeah.
Like it looks pretty much like dead nuts the exact same thing. So it looks exactly like it. So basically this is what he found is how we get manipulated by bots and like hedge funds. They follow this exactly. And there are different points in it that mean different things, but um it gives you a nice idea of, okay, when things reach a certain high, you need to take some profits because it's going through a trend.
Yep.
um so going off of this, um in TradeView they have like Wyckoff little scripts that have been written where people kind of track how it goes through its deal. And I found using this one here, sometimes it'll go in the 10 field, and I don't even know what this 10 is representative of, other than I'm trying to make sure that I match up the red points, the points where it's kind of curving down, to the green points where it's kind of curving up. So if we go back to the 2 hour, and let me zoom in. Oh, I might have zoomed in too much. But let me let me go to a different chart because I think I zoomed in too much. Okay, there we go. That's more matching. Okay, so now with this 10, we've kind of, I think, matched up where we are. But I could also move it to a 20. Let me see. Let me try doing 20. I think 10's good for this chart, but sometimes you gotta move it to 20. Yeah, so 10 was better for this chart. And if we go back to the daily, from the daily, it does look bearish on this Wyckoff script that's running, saying that it's going to go back down from this hump here. It does look bearish, to quote what he was saying, but bearish in the point that, like, oh my gosh, it's going to do something like this. Probably not. Bearish to the point where it'll probably, you know, and see this is one where I would use the 20 because it's not quite matching up. Let me. Okay, so see, it's matching up a lot more better, a lot better now. So we already kind of reached this whole bearish point right here, and now I think he's right that it may be bearish to the point where it goes down to 42, but I think it's going to bounce off that 42 and go higher to just finish that point out.
Okay. And let's run through some of these price guesses in the chat. We have, again, guys, we asked what price is Bitcoin getting to 1 week from now, this time next Tuesday. All right, we have a 100K, we have a 45K, 48.6, 53, for another 48.6, a 44, 47, 52, 42, 436,000. That might be a fat finger. That might be 43.6. Let's see, who else are we missing? Rolande, 50,000, 48 to 52, 52, 35. What else on there? The Red Rum saying, yeah, bounce off of 42. So, yeah, and Keith is shouting out, looks like we're wrapping up another support test. I think that's exactly Ruell's opinion as well. And Ruell, one more. I just spent 2 minutes on it. Uh-oh. Am I back?
You're back.
Okay, DOGE. Where are you at on it?
Oh God, I don't even look at Doge, but I'll look now. Okay, let's see. Okay, so if we're looking at this whole Wyckoff again, it is also at a point where I'd say it's at a bearish point because it's kind of cresting this sine curve for it here. So it may at least with Coinbase. Let's see, because Coinbase I think was like one of the last things to get it. Let's see, who had it first? Like KuCoin maybe. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of cresting that guy pretty tough. I'd say it probably goes back down a little bit, maybe like 26, like 26, 28, and before it goes back up.
Okay. So you think there's downside ahead?
Yep.
All
Especially
right.
if you look at
You're about to get killed
not
in the
only
chat.
the Wyckoff, if you look at the RSI, it's overbought. So I think it does have to come back down a little bit.
All right. I want to throw this one out to the chat. Doge, you have to pick it one way or another. One, if you'd hit it long. Two, if you'd hit it, you'd sell it. I guess it's tough to hit it short. Not totally like the stocks, but again, Dogecoin, where you at? One, if you'd hit it long. Two, if you'd hit it short. I want to see where everyone's at.
Now, mind you, I'm saying like short term is
yeah, this is
coming back.
1 week.
Right. Yep.
All right, Ruel. We have 18 minutes left in the hour, and then I have to hop on the phone with an Australian brokerage, actually. Crikey.
Oh, a little down under, huh?
A little bit. So
Crikey.
let's hit the NFTs, guys. So there's where we're at with the cryptos. We'll check in on where everybody's at with Doge in a second here. But NFT plays, they've stayed hot. Ruel has been digging deep and trying to find NFTs that the average person can get into. We don't have 100 G's to drop on an NFT. Ruel, take us through your latest.
Okay, guys, if you miss Zed Run, there is a project coming up. I mean, it's kind of active, called Chicken Derby. All right. Now you know my little test, Luke. They already have 11.6K followers. They already started a drop where they sold out 20K chickens, and these are Genesis chickens. Now this game is somewhat a mix between Zed Run and Axie Infinity. Okay. And here's the thing that I really want you guys to take away with. They have a final drop of chickens, 13K, on August 20th, 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. You guys need to, not financial advice. I'm going to buy a chicken. I would suggest people who want to kind of make some money do too.
And how much are you shelling out for a chicken, an electronic chicken?
It's 0.042 ETH, wrapped ETH, and they tell you how to do that. So if we
0.042.
0.042, so about
Okay,
like
so it's
180.
cheap.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap. And if we go on
150
OpenSea right now, we can see the first 20 that they sold, the first 20K. Remember, always look for the blue check mark. And the floor of these bad boys is 0.04. And that's actually a little bit higher than the ceiling because the chickens they sold before this they sold at 0.03, I believe. It was 0.033 or something like that, close to that. So the floor is already raised on these guys. So okay, so the thing to know here is with Zed Run, you race the horses and you can breed them, but the kind of the qualities of the breeding are kind of, you don't really know what's happening. Like they're it's not really known to you what the breeding things are. However, with Axie Infinity, you know all the breeding qualities because they're kind of like right in front of your face. And that's what this game does. It has the breeding qualities of like an Axie Infinity, but it has the whole lineage and stuff of Zed Run to race the chickens. So it's combining two really popular games, and I think it has potential. Let's see here. So I'm bringing up Axie Infinity just so you guys can kind of see what the breeding things look like. Marketplace.
And people are complaining about your ETH gas fees that you have to use. And basically, guys, if you don't know what that
Okay,
means, that's the
guys.
cost of transacting. All right, Ruel's ready to go in.
No, guys. This is WE, so it's Matic. Okay, so that's a really good point. I'm glad you guys brought that up. This is wrapped ETH, so there are no gas fees. The only gas fees that you're going to pay is to wrap your ETH, and in order to do that, you just go over to the Polygon bridge. They have directions for this somewhere, but oops, I already had it in my. Just go over to wallet.matic.network.bridge. You have your MetaMask wallet. And I think it started. Okay, right. Okay, so not gonna see anything anymore. Okay. Come on now. Okay, it's because it's on the smart chain. You'll put it you'll put your wallet in Ethereum. You come over here, you'll move your Ethereum to Polygon, and it'll just wrap it. So you can see here I have this 0.1 ETH, and then I have this 3.032 ETH. That's wrapped ETH in Polygon. So then once you pay for it, there won't be any gas fees. The only gas fees will be to transfer your Ether to wrapped ETH. Okay, so that's a good point to know.
Okay. And Ruel, we
Okay.
lost your screen share if you're trying to show us something.
Oh, I was. Oh man. Okay. Let's
For a
go
software
back.
engineer, I mean,
You know what? Software engineering and IT are two different worlds. We shake hands in those worlds. We
can't
visit,
see, can't
but
see.
you know, sorry, gonna share.
We are
Yeah.
waiting.
Okay, so
Putting no pressure. All right, it's back.
so you go to wallet.matic.network bridge, and you switch your Ethereum to Polygon. So I've already wrapped some ETH here. That's why you see 0.32 ETH. This is wrapped ETH. And the only gas fee you'll have to pay is to change the ETH to wrapped ETH. Just know that once you have your ETH wrapped, if you're ever going to unwrap it, you're going to pay a gas fee for it to go back to ETH. Okay. But there are uses for wrapped ETH because Polygon Matic is everywhere now because the Ethereum network is kind of unusable in the NFT space because of the high gas fees. So anything that's everything is using Matic to kind of make these things work. They're either using Matic or they're on the Binance Smart Chain. So so yeah, back to where I was showing you guys about Axie. So is it not active right now? Okay, hold on. I have a little tool thing that's supposed to show the what the attributes are. I hope you guys will be able to see it. It's supposed to just scroll over and it's supposed to show it. Maybe it won't because I'm sharing my screen. But anyways, these guys have like attributes. Okay, it's scroll over this, I think. Here, yep, there it is. So these guys have all these different attributes. Can you see the tooltip? Luke?
Yep.
Okay. So these guys have
No,
all
I'm
these
sorry.
different. No, you can't?
No, I was being the. Wait, was the tooltip say D, R1, R2?
Yes.
All right, horrible UI. So yes, we can see the tooltip.
Okay. So these are like all the different attributes of this Axie when you're breeding it. Go back over to Chicken Run or Chicken Derby. Where was that? Okay, so with this chicken drop, you'll get a chicken and they have all these different attributes. How can I show you the attributes? Let's go here to OpenSea. So Chicken Derby. You can already see the floor of these chickens are here. But just like remember with Zed Run, we had the Nakamoto, the Sabo, we had all the different bloodlines. The same thing we have here with the chicken guys. So we have Dorking, which are like the common ones, Lakenvelder, which is like second common, and then these are the rare and these are the best. Sultan and Sarama. So if you come over here and you land in that drop, you land one of these Saramas, you can sell it for 0.275. You've like you've quadrupled or quintupled your money. If you land on a Sultan, you've kind of doubled your money. And it looks like, in comparison, it looks like these Sultans are a little underpriced, to be honest with you. If these are like 30 and this is like 9, they seem to be underpriced to me. But yeah, so, and then you got these. Now they're different attributes, and you could go online. They have a little help thing where you can see the attributes. But I'll tell you right now, one of the best attributes to have is robot, which is pretty funny. They have a robot chicken. That makes sense.
Yep.
Due to the Adult Swim show.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Shout
see.
out, what is that? Cartoon Network.
Yep. So then you can race these chickens and breed them, but also like the axes, they can have perfection. And if you get like a 100%, let's see, a 100% perfection Sarama, that sells for like a ETH, I believe. Let's go look at it.
And Red Rum wants us to look at Super.
Super? What's that?
I don't know. Red Rum, we're gonna need some clarity.
Okay, so
Somebody's asking if I took too big of a dab before the show.
So
No,
and then
not really.
they're
I just been
also,
here since 5:30. Now it's 8 o'clock.
geez, where are these? Trying to find these robot chickens. Ice type. I think they're ice type. My filters aren't necessarily acting properly. Let's see. Animal. I don't know why they have that. So they must have different animals they're gonna have on here, because I don't see why they would provide an animal type if they were only gonna have chickens. So
Super is an NFT, by the way. That Red Rum is clarified. Red Rum, if you have a link, drop it. We'll check it out. If not today, then in the
yeah,
future, the next
I
week
will
for
totally
sure.
check it out. Okay, there we go. Robot. So these robots, if you get a robot, you see some of these robots are literally going for 30 ETH, 10 ETH. This one has an offer on the table for ETH and 1.2 ETH, which is like $5,000. So to me, um, the risk and reward of this drop, where we just saw the base level chicken was 0.04, right? We can get chickens that could have base offers of 0.10 or 1.2 ETH, and it's only selling for 0.042 ETH. So the risk here to me is only 0.002 ETH, and whatever gas you spend wrapping your ETH. If we're doing risk and reward here. So to me, it seems like a really good opportunity. And these are going to be the original chickens from the company. So these are going to hold their value more than any other chickens, because they're Genesis. They're the original chickens. So they're going to really hold their value way better than any other chicken, by the way. So I think I'm going to buy like 3, hold on and sell 1 and hold on to 2. Hopefully 2 that can breed, a hen and a rooster. That's personally going to be my deal about it.
All right,
And
so Ruel, it's time for me to be the slowdown guy and to give us the recap.
sure.
So I got to go to my Australian brokerage in 2 minutes here. So I'm going to take you through what we talked about today, guys. We did the first half of the show. We went through some technical analysis on some of the big cryptos. The calls that were made by Ruell is Ray, Solana, and Ada. That's Cardano. He's holding long and strong them, but trimming positions, maybe about a 20-25% position.
Yep.
The ones that are currently on his buy list still are VRA, TEL, and VET. That's Veracity, Telcoin, and VeChain on the buy list still. And then on the NFT side of things, Chicken Derby. That's the one. Ruel's been doing some hard work to dig deep and find these NFTs that us average folks can get into without dropping 100 G's, 10 G's on an NFT. He's about to drop 150 bucks on a chicken. Final drop is coming.
This Friday.
How's
at
that
7
for a
p.m.
summary,
Eastern.
Ruel?
You did great. And just one other thing I want to add, guys.
That chicken company is going to make $2 million off that drop. Oh my God. Yes. What an amazing business.
These guys are doing a beta of the racing, but they very smartly are going to close the beta before they do this drop. So if you want to be a part of the beta, you'll have to buy a chicken right now, which makes sense that they're doing that because that means more sales for them. So if you guys want to be a part of the beta, you could buy one of the like low cost chickens. As you saw, the floor was 0.04, and you can go to their Discord and sign up for the beta.
All right. And I just put Ruel's Patreon in the chat. I just put Ruel's main channel, YouTube channel in the chat. I put my Twitter in the chat. Come by, say hi, guys. Give us a shout. And we're going to be back at it at this time next week.
Yep. Come over to the channel, guys. We do stocks and crypto and more. Love to have you guys over there. Financial freedom is the goal, guys.
Financial freedom and nerd talk, baby. That's what we're all about here at Benzinga.
Yeah, that's right.
Peace. Happy trading, everyone. Talk to you soon. Subscribe to this channel, too. We're back at it 8 a.m. tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, 5 a.m. if you're on the West Coast.